What's going on, Beowulf Nations? I'm Beowulf back at it with another one. Driving right now to Nielsen Enterprises. Now, if you haven't seen the past video with the whole fiasco, what happened with my SXR 1500, I have to say, Nielsen Enterprises came in with a big W with the win, got it knocked out, driving to go pick it up. They totally saved the trip. I drove 20 hours to come up here. And who knows how long. The steering cable must have been an issue, but it bent. Crazy thing is, all the Kawasaki part warehouses for all the jet skis, they're moving them all to another warehouse, so you can't buy any parts, nothing. And I found that Blowson online had this OEM steering cable. I next day that from the West Coast to here to the Midwest. Man, it's hard for me to believe that I actually get to ride this thing. And then the craziest thing too, besides them saving me big time, Nielsen Enterprises, I was online because there's a specialty tool you have to do to take out the steering cable down by the jet pump. And I tried finding one online, and I found one that I ordered. And then they actually had to cancel my order because the specialty tool, for whatever they can't, you can't find it. So I mean, literally, if I waited and came home, I couldn't fix it myself. It's like a $35 specialty tool. I definitely need to get my hands on one of these in the future. But right now, man, they saved me big time. So I'm driving, stuck in this Midwest traffic to get up there, and then I'm actually heading to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So I'll document what's going on. Nielsen Enterprises, if you guys are from the Midwest, you're from Illinois, you're from Indiana, you're from Wisconsin, these are the people to go do work with. They got a huge facility for the jet skis, for the boats. Definitely, if you're in the area and want to get the best service around, these people are it. I've also bought in the past from them when I bought my 2012 Sea-Doo Speedster 150 supercharged boat. These are who I bought, the people I bought it from, Nielsen Enterprises. I also bought a 2012 Skidoo MXZ-X snowmobile from them too. So definitely done business with them in the past. At first they were like, well, I didn't go with them as they were 10 days booked out on work. And they were luckily able to squeeze me in, and I greatly appreciate it with the owner, Jeff, for doing everything he did to make sure back out on the water and save my trip, because it's definitely a long ways away driving up here, and every day it's just getting colder and colder here. It's like, get me back to down south where it's hot and humid, because it's like literally you keep driving farther up north and the temperature just keeps on dropping and dropping and dropping, and I'm like, oh man, I first started driving, it's like 80 degrees. I'm like, okay. And now it's down to 77 degrees. And I'm like, oh man, what is it gonna be like once I get to Lake Geneva? It's gonna be cold. And with this whole trip too, the crazy thing is, before I left, I was gonna pack my wetsuit with. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like 90 degrees. This whole trip was a week trip. So I thought, I'm just overreacting. I'm just hauling some with I don't need to haul. I should have been prepared and brought it with. And yeah, I'm gonna be pretty cold, most likely. Yesterday, it was cold when I went taking the GP out at Lake Geneva. The water was really warm, but the temperature is really cold. So this is a thing where you're going to be getting really wet. So I'm hoping everything is fine, but we're almost there. Got 40-something minutes. So I'll show you guys what's all, like, it's crazy facility here. I really wish that a facility like this was in the Myrtle Beach area, because these guys are A+ dealer with stuff. And I wish they were closer, to be honest. I mean, Riva Racing, Riva Motorsports is so awesome. You got Nielsen Enterprises, it's so awesome. It's just too bad all these people aren't just a tad little closer to me. They all like, yeah. Well, I have to say Riva Motorsports is pretty close, but still, that's a drive. It's about almost a close drive between both. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, you can see I'm in this Midwest driving, and actually I think where I'm at, you're not supposed to be like holding a thing filming, so let's wait till we get there. We're here getting all ready to leave Nielsen Enterprises. Man, ooh, we got that Kawasaki on here. Kawasaki's already Steering is straight. Oh man, I'm excited. So we get to let this thing rip. Check out all the cool stuff they got here. So these are all like, these aren't for sale skis. These are all customer skis. A couple GPs, Sea-Doos. I think I saw Kawasaki in there, Yamahas, Sea-Doo. You know, man, special thanks to these people. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to go make a video to ride this ski right now. And I want to hurry, get to Lake Geneva before it gets too dark, but I want to show this place. So this is just their marine area here. This isn't their main. There are other places down the street that's developed the Powersport. So their whole marine area is here. Awesome facility. They got a shop there. The showroom's in there. I don't know if anything's in the showroom because of the shortage of jet skis. But yeah, this is them. Whew, let's get out of here. But yeah, it's unbelievable how much they saved my trip with this, because you know, pretty much the goal when I came up here, you know, was to do videos with the GP and the Kawasaki SXR, but early on the trip, everything went south with that, and with the steering cable going, and definitely they really saved the trip, and they got me in and out of there real quick. And like I said, if you're in the area, check them out, because definitely for service and buying stuff. And I think they have a whole, well, they had a store there, and I think they have down the street at their other location a whole nother area where they're selling like the Light Fest and all that stuff, because I know it wasn't, I didn't see any when I was there, and I think that's where they're more selling like parts and stuff down at that other end. But man, awesome service. The owner is amazing there. Definitely, I tell you, you're in the Midwest, those are the people to be doing business with. And I'm just so excited, because it's like, it's hard to believe. I'm actually kind of a little bit in shock right now, because I really was like, this isn't gonna get fixed. And then the crazy thing is, there's a specialty tool you have to use with taking out the steering cable, and I bought that online, and I just got an email today that you couldn't even get it. They had to cancel my order, and it's just, I'll have to definitely down the road get it. But they showed me the steering cable. It is just, it's bad, really bad. I don't want to keep it. So it's all, everything looks straight, and battery, they're real nice too, because for some reason sometimes that battery loses a little juice, but I always leave it on a trickle charger. I always see it has to charge a little. It's never like dead. I've never had an issue where I couldn't ever start it, but I just want to make sure when I get to Lake Geneva, which I'm almost there, I don't have an issue if it's starting up, because that would be terrible. You get there, finally it's fixed, and the battery can't start. So yeah, no, really nice of them to throw it on a fast charger real quick, just to get a little juice, a little charge in her. It's all she needs, a little charge just to make sure that it's start right up, no problem. So man, it's a really big W for them for helping me out. Really appreciate it. And it's interesting too, it's just like I said, is where they've been when I originally bought my boat and stuff, how literally from how much expansion, because I remember where that location was like open, like underground, like open storage there, and how they've really expanded there, and it's really neat. The owner also told me too, is they just had so many new people buying jet skis this year, and I just think it's cool, because I hear it all over. It's just really neat to see how so many new people are getting into the sport, and that's what makes me real excited too. It's just because it's more people experience, and it doesn't have to be a Kawasaki, it doesn't have to be a Sea-Doo, it doesn't have to be a Yamaha. Buy what makes you happy. I don't do buy what's available, because right now you gotta get what you can get. It goes fast, especially all the new stuff coming out. Oh, it's gonna sell so quick, people won't even have a clue how hot it's gonna be. So I basically got like a 40-some minute drive to get to Fontana, Lake Geneva, or they call it Geneva Lake. And I just figured to give them a shout out, a little clip, just showing, you know, quickly in there. They're all busy and stuff. I don't want to be interrupted when I was there. And I'm gonna do a video showing all this. Really appreciate what they did for me, because you don't understand. Literally, the trip could have been shot with the Kawasaki. And actually, I'm curious to see what it's gonna be like riding when I go there. Originally, I was gonna go to Silver Lake. We don't really have that much light, just a couple hours, and I'm a little afraid because it's right before a Labor Day weekend. It's Friday. You can get to Silver Lake, and there's not a lot of parking spots, and they're totally wasting my time. So that's why I'm just going straight to Fontana, which I think usually around this weekend. Went there last Friday and there was nobody there, which again, it's a holiday weekend, but there probably is people there. But you have a better area to get to shore where I can be not so much in the water. I really want to be messing around with adjusting the sponsons, and that's kind of, and to be honest, it's a little bit more rougher at Lake Geneva, but it's a little bit similar to what I ride to back home. That's why I'm going there than Silver Lake. And I think I'm going to do one more riding video tomorrow at Lake Geneva. I don't know if I'm going to take the Kawasaki. For sure I'm going to take probably the GP out doing for a video there. Probably later in the day, just because of how many people holiday weekend. I avoid holidays riding, but I'm already here and I'm going home Sunday. I think I'm going to lay late Sunday night and wake up and take a little nap to mid-part day and then wake up and then literally go. So, because I'm going to lose another night of sleep. I like riding these road trips late at night for some reason. So, glad to bring you guys along. Be driven to win. Make sure you check out Nielsen Enterprises online, or if you're in the area, go check them out. Check out the I Am Beowulf merch at IamBeowulf.com. I also have an Amazon store at Amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. Be driven to win. Remember, every day is Earth Day. Also, too, if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. Existing subscribers, 2 things you got to do: hit the bell notification and then like the video. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Beowulf Nation.